Hello, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Megan, and this is my very first decluttering and organizing video of 2025. My house is in desperate need of a good cleanup. I am drowning under a mountain of laundry. It is everywhere, along with holiday gifts that have no home, which means that I have so much decluttering and organizing that I need to do. I thought I did enough pre-holiday season, but boy was I wrong. There is just so much that needs to be cleaned up around my house, so I am going to spend a day cleaning and decluttering as much as I can tolerate to hopefully be able to make a dent in this mess. This is actually so embarrassing, but I have so much laundry piled up. It's literally taking up my entire room. I also have clean clothes piled all over the place, just waiting to be folded. This is clean, and then also there's a full load in the dryer, and I'm pretty sure that this will take literally all day to get done, but it's the number one thing on my priority list because we're out of clean clothes, so let's get it sorted. Okay, so just being real with myself, probably the number one reason why my laundry piles up like this is laziness or a lack of time management, but also I sort my clothes, so this is why I tell myself to make myself feel better about this. I sort my clothes. I do lights, colors, darks, and then I also wash towels and bedding separately. So I often wait until I will have a full load, especially of whites and colors. We don't go through those as quickly as darks, and I just keep telling myself I don't have enough for a full load until actually I end up with like literally 9 loads of clothes that need to be done because I kept saying there weren't enough whites to throw them in the washer. But this is what we're doing here. I'm sorting through everything, creating these piles, and also making sure that all of my hoodies and outerwear and things that I had put down on the floor instead of putting them away are actually like sorted how they should be. So anything that just needs to be hung up, that's clean and needs to be hung up, is going up on my bed, and anything that needs to be washed is going in those piles, and then I will get a load of laundry started. But my purpose in telling you all of that was to say, do you also sort your clothes, or do you just like throw it all into the washer? Because I feel like when I watch YouTube videos like this, cleaning videos, or even cleaning content on TikTok, I very rarely see people sort or create piles first. I really just see them like grab a laundry basket and take it straight to the washer. So you'll have to let me know, am I like a complete weirdo for sorting through everything, or is this actually standard laundry practices and people are just either not filming that or cutting that out of their videos? But while I was here putting in my first load to the washer, I decided to take a few minutes and fold Sawyer's clean clothes that had been waiting for a minimum of 3 days for me to fold. Sawyer is my youngest daughter. She is 6, and she does her own laundry as far as putting it into the washer, transferring it to the dryer, and then she usually helps me fold and helps me put her clothes away. She's still in the process of like learning how to fold or mastering that skill and learning how to keep her drawers organized. But I don't film my kids, so that's why you didn't see her helping me today. But she did put all of these away, so we're just going to snap to get them out of here. And then I'm going to move on to putting away all of our coats and outerwear. I was really trying to make it a point to tackle all of the clothing items and laundry items while I was getting this first load going. Those were my top priorities. So we had all of our coats and jackets here on this armchair, and they just needed to be put away in the coat closet. Oftentimes I feel overwhelmed by my space and like there's so much clutter, and it's not necessarily because there's too much stuff or things that need to leave the house, but really just things that are out of place that need to be put back where they belong. And coats, jackets, and shoes are definitely a big part of that. So I'm going to put away all of those coats and jackets, and then also grab all of the shoes, match them up, and take them to the rooms that they actually belong in. And this makes such a difference. It instantly gives this room a facelift and feels put together instead of overwhelming. And then while I'm here in the living room, I figured I might as well go ahead and fold this load of laundry that has been taunting me for the last 4 days. My oldest daughter, Kinsley, also does her own laundry, and she had been washing a load of clothes, needed the dryer, and I had left a load of my clothes in the dryer. So she took them out, she put them here on the couch for me to fold, and then I just forgot about them and didn't fold them. But today we are going to get on top of it, and I am going to see it all the way through, put them away right away, and just be done with it and not have this pile just looming over my head. I don't know why I do this to myself. It is so stressful, and it does create a lot of clutter and just disorganization and unpleasant living conditions around the house. But all I can say here is it's been a crazy winter break this year, and so I got a little behind. It's okay. I'll give myself grace. I'll catch up. That's what I'm doing today. So I'm just going to put away all of these clothes, put away all of my hoodies and jackets that go into my closet, which I can finally access now that we've had Christmas and gifts aren't stored in there, and kind of just get this all reset and put back in order. While this is definitely not the most engaging camera angle, I wonder if subconsciously I was just trying to show you my new t-shirt. I got this as a Christmas gift from a friend of mine. It's a Taylor Swift shirt from the official merch store for the Tortured Poets department, which has been nonstop on repeat on my Spotify since it was released. I think it is absolute perfection within like the top 3 albums in the entire history of the music industry. It is just so good. And this is my first piece of official merch, which totally shocked me because I didn't ask for it or expect to get it from anyone. So it was a very thoughtful, fun gift that I am just so grateful to have received. But anyway, I wonder, did you get any holiday gifts this year that just totally shocked you and that you weren't expecting? I feel like those are always like some of the best ones to get. I am so sick of dealing with clothes already, so I'm happy to have this little break. I think I'm going to focus on this area right next to my bed. These were all of my Christmas gifts, and then this is like stuff for Sawyer, just some random things that need to be put away. And then this is all trash, believe it or not. I am saving the cardboard boxes for Sawyer's Odyssey of the Mind group, but everything else can be thrown away. So like I said, this is a pile of the rest of my Christmas gifts that just need to find a home. I got a lot of personal care and body care items this year, but I also got my very first Kindle. It's the new Kindle Paperwhite, and according to Santa, they did not have any accessories or cases available for this model when he got it, so I'm kind of having to keep an eye out for that, and I don't want to unbox it until I have a case to properly protect it and keep it in good condition. So if you are a Kindle girly, I would love to know if you have any like brands of cases that you prefer and recommend. Leave those recommendations down in the comments. It is a huge goal of mine in 2025 to pick up reading as a hobby again and implement recreational reading into my everyday routine. And I do think the Kindle will help me with that. But also I have like no information about it because I've never used it. So help me out. Do I have to have like a paid subscription to use this, or are there free apps that I could download to make it more cost effective? How do you go about using this and implementing it into your everyday routine without breaking the bank on even more subscriptions that will pile up? So I just was about to put away all of my makeup and like body care, self-care Christmas gifts that I got. I did get quite a few, like this hair mask, my favorite makeup balm melt, a body scrub, a face moisturizer that I've been wanting to try, and then also like all of my regular makeup has kind of spilled out over here, and I wanted to put it away, but I can't because this is the state of my makeup drawer, and this is the body care, self-care cabinet in our bathroom. So I think it's safe to say that if I want to be able to put that stuff away, I need to do some serious decluttering first. Okay, so once I have my sink vanity all cleared away, I'm going to start pulling all of the makeup out of this drawer. And I love to declutter this way, just pulling everything out, taking a look at what you have, and then starting to make the cuts or decluttering from there. And it's especially easy with a category like makeup because in general, I don't have a whole ton of makeup, at least not in comparison to some other collections that I've seen. So I first went through my 3 eyeshadow palettes and decluttered one of them, and then I wanted to go through all of my makeup brushes, and then I started pulling things out of the organizers, and I'm just going to line them up so that I can see everything, and then I'm going to select things to declutter based on a few things. So if a product is expired, I am decluttering it, or if it caused a skin reaction, I am decluttering it, or if it's used up, I am throwing it away finally. I don't know why, but I have this habit of like using the absolute like last drop out of something and then still putting it back in the drawer. I don't know why I do that. Maybe it's like a reminder to myself to replace it or rebuy it, but really what happens is I forget all about it, and then the next time I go to do my makeup, I'm just completely out of that product and I have nothing to replace it. So I went ahead and discarded all of those things this time, and I'll be honest, there were a lot of expired products that I finally parted with, things that I've had for literally 4 or 5 years, and like I've never even gotten close to hitting pan because I just don't do my makeup frequently enough to hit pan on things like that. And most makeup expires within 6 to 18 months from the time that you open it. So definitely 4 or 5 years is way too long to hold on to those products. So I just went ahead and held myself accountable, purged them all, which made it a lot easier then to reorganize this drawer. It really minimized the amount that I was trying to store in here. And now I know that absolutely everything that's left in this space are things that I am actively using. They're a part of my everyday makeup routine, and they will get used up and they won't just sit in here for years and years. Okay, I don't think it looks like crazy different, but it definitely feels different for me, and I am happy with this. So I did save some eyeshadow palettes back there. I don't do an eyeshadow look every day, which is why they're pushed to the back, and then these are the makeup brushes for that, and I just don't use them every day. I do use my makeup erasers every day, and I have these pushed more forward now. I like that. It's going to be easier to grab them. And then in this pouch, I actually asked for this for Christmas. I think it's called a city bag, and I got the mini size one because I wanted to challenge myself to fit all of my makeup, at least my everyday makeup, in here, and it does with some room, so I'm really happy about that. And this will just travel really well. I'll be able to pull it out of here and just travel with it instead of having to pack a separate bag, so loving that. I have my hairbrush here, and then these are just some products that I don't use every day, but I do want to keep them up at the top so I remember to try to use through them. And then my eyelash and eyebrow serum that I use like in my nighttime routine. And then underneath of this is powder products that I won't be using until it warms up in the winter. Like when it's really cold out, I typically use all cream and liquid products, which is what's in here. And then in the summer when I sweat more, I will swap that out, but that's everything in there. I did throw out a ton, and I ended up with 2 empty organizers. And now I need to move on to this medicine cabinet and declutter through all of this mess so that I have somewhere to put the personal care items. Aside from our sink vanity, this is the only other storage in our bathroom. So this medicine cabinet has 3 shelves. The bottom one is typically mine, but I've never had enough products to take up the entire shelf space. So some mutually used products ended up here that I need to rehome, but before I can do that, I needed to clear off Derek's shelf and also the top shelf in here and see if I can make some space for those other things to add in my personal care to the rest of my products. Who would have ever thought that I would prefer this with less organizers and feel like it looks more organized this way, but I definitely do. I have all of our shared products and travel products up at the top, and then this is Derek's shelf, and I feel like you can actually see everything and reach for it. And then this is mine, and I am noticing that I'm definitely over consuming in the perfume department, so I think I'm set for 2025. This is all spring and summer scents, and then these are warmer winter scents, so I'm gonna make it a point to get through all of those this year and not buy any more. But this cabinet is looking so much better. Here are all of the organizers that I took out of there, and I won't be putting them back in. And then I have my everyday like skincare routine, and then these are all the things that I'm going to be either going in the trash or donating. Like these are fine to donate, these are fine because they've never been opened, that sort of thing. And then this is trash that was just like sitting in there. This box is empty, so I don't even know why it was in the cabinet, but this needs to go in that garbage bag. And speaking of the trash, this bag is nearly full, but I need to get all of this out of here as well as everything that was underneath in my desk space. Back in November, I had ordered a bunch of these EOS body lotions to gift along with a little Starbucks gift card to Kinsley's teachers. She's in middle school now, so she has 7 teachers every day, and trying to put together like elaborate burr baskets or gift bags for them can get very costly. So what we decided to do was gift them our favorite body lotion and then just tie a little bow with a coffee gift card, and that seemed to work great. She said that they all loved them, which was really nice. But we ended up with 3 extras, and I totally forgot about them. So it's been like 2 months that box has been sitting on my floor, and I'm just now putting those lotions away. And don't worry, they will not just like sit in the linen closet to cause more clutter. That is our favorite brand of body lotion. We all use it every time we take a shower, so we really run through them and they will be used up. But once I had all that floor space cleaned, I wanted to move on to making the bed because that always gives the room an instant facelift, and then grabbing another load of laundry to put into the wash. And in switching everything over, that meant that I had another load that I was pulling out of the dryer. And I do think that these are Sawyer's clothes once again. She was waiting so long for me to fold that first load that she ended up creating a whole second load of dirty laundry before I ever folded the first one, which I know it's embarrassing. I really should stay on top of it and show her a little bit more consistency, but I also need to show her that sometimes it's okay that things like this pile up and that you get overwhelmed. It's fine to give ourselves some grace, just push that reset button and kind of get back on track instead of shaming ourselves for ever getting off track to begin with. But once I had folded through all that, I just decided I'm going to clear off the kitchen space and put some things away that had been waiting since the holidays. It's time to finally throw away our gingerbread houses, which is so sad every single year, and also clear off our kitchen countertops. I really want to put our Christmas decorations away. As I am recording this voiceover, they're actually still up in the house. It's halfway through January right now, and all of the Christmas decor is still out. And it's just because I feel like I can't start packing that away until the rest of the house is put together and cleaned and I have a clean space to work in before I create chaos by taking out all of the decor and like trying to sort through it, store it away. It's a whole ordeal. But anyway, my goal is that by this weekend, I will be able to pack up all of the Christmas decor. So keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully I can get the house back in order and get to that sooner rather than later. These are all things that we recently got from the Dollar Tree, some toothpaste and cotton swabs, and then some conditioner. Sawyer found these like hand wipes, and she loves the ones at Buffalo Wild Wings, so she asked if she could get those. And then we were running low on Band-Aids, so we found this Welly Band-Aids dupe. We got one for home, and then the girls asked if they could pick one to put in their book bags for school, so I said okay. Sawyer picked this unicorn one, and Kinsley picked the daisies. They are so cute, but I'm gonna get these put away where they belong real quick. And then let me give you an update on everything else. So here is the entryway and living room. I folded that load of clothes that was over there waiting to be folded and put away. And then I cleared off the armchairs and all of the shoes that were in our entryway, which this will last all of 5 minutes, but it was worth it for the 5 minutes of peace. And then into my bedroom, I do still have probably 4 loads of laundry left. I think maybe 2 left with these darker clothes and probably 2 with the whites, but this is what my room is looking like now, and it is definitely a huge improvement. My desk space is clear besides these returns that I need to make, and then a couple of returns over there. But then next to the bed is all cleared away, and all of that trash that was over here is gone. On the agenda for my next video, I do need to help Kinsley out in her bedroom. It's just a mess, and this is mostly because of all of the Christmas things that she got, so she needs a good declutter and reorganization in here. I feel like I've been in here so much the past couple of months, but when you've got a lot of stuff in a small space, this is what happens. And then also Sawyer's room, she's needing some help in here. I've got to figure out a storage solution for this nugget couch. The girls love it. They use it all the time, but currently we just sit it like as a chair at the end of her bed, and it takes up almost all of her floor space. And then of course I still need to take down all of my Christmas decor, but it's just a lot to do. So I haven't decided yet if I want to do that on camera or just get it done myself. I am going to declutter as I do all of this, and I'm going to fill this space, and then when the entire hearth is filled up, I'll take it all at once. But I'll have it here just to remind me. This is the box of decluttered items, donations that I have just from today. And then there's still so much to do in the rest of the house. I haven't taken down any of my Christmas decor yet, and I desperately need to reorganize and figure out some toy storage solutions after Christmas for this family room. And I don't think I ever showed you guys, but this is our tree, our real tree that Santa brings presents to. I love it. It was just the perfect size and shape this year, and it held all of our ornaments so nicely. I think Derek and I are going to take it down tomorrow, and it's going to be so sad to see it go. But there's plenty of content coming, so make sure you're subscribed, turn on your notification bell. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you next time for some more decluttering and organization.